Ferris Media and Marketing, owned by entrepreneurs D. Ferris, brings to you the finest in final tribute and obituary programs. Dee is known as the obituary queen, and she brings to you the finest in colored printed celebration of life programs with pictures of your loved one and you in whatever design that you can imagine that you will cherish forever. D also owns Alpha Omega Monuments and can provide for your family all types of headstones, flat, stand up, double headstones, even headstones with your loved one's picture. Whatever your printing need, Ferris Media and Marketing can provide it for you. Give her a call at 901-921-0110. Even if you need business cards, logos, or contracts, 901-921-0110. This is an urgent message for all of the citizens of Shelby County. Shelandra Y. Ford has done an excellent job as the Shelby County Register of Deeds, and that is why I am urging you to re-elect her for a second term. Her opponent has been turned out of his political office, and now he wants you to give him a job that he has absolutely no experience in. And why would you change when with Shelandra Y. Ford, you have accountability, you have attainability, and you have accessibility? Vote to re-elect Shelandra Y. Ford, Register of Deeds. And then tell her opponent, if you need a job, Burger King, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, all of them places, they hiring. It's official. Judge Felicia Corbin Johnson will seek re-election to the Shelby County Circuit Court Division 1 on August 4, 2022. Judge Corbin Johnson wants you to know she has worked hard to serve the legal community and litigants and administer justice in a fair, impartial, and compassionate manner. She is honored to serve as a member of the judiciary on the Shelby County Circuit Court and preside over cases of great importance and consequence. She is duly qualified, well-versed in the law, steady, and has the qualities and ideas that you want in a judge. Judge Corbin Johnson sincerely appreciates and thanks the legal profession, clergy, business, and civic organizations, government officials, and the entire Shelby County community for the support and confidence you have placed in her these 7 years. And she respectfully asks that you continue to have confidence in her as she moves forward to re-election in 2022. Please help re-elect Judge Corbin Johnson, Shelby County Court, Division 1. Paid for by the committee to elect Felicia Johnson, Larry Banks, Treasurer. Attorney Carlos Bibbs has practiced law for 24 years, and now he wants you to elect him judge of Circuit Court Division 2. As judge, he will represent the diversity our community needs. He's a firm believer in equity and equality under the law. Carlos Bibbs has the demeanor and the temperament suited for the position of judge. Carlos Bibbs is a family man and a strong believer in applying the law fairly to every citizen, no matter what the economic or the culture of that citizen may be. Vote Carlos Bibbs, Judge of Circuit Court, Division 2. Paid for by the committee to elect Carlos Bibbs, Judge. Ed Payton is the Aren't you tired of voting for persons for public office just because of their name, their party affiliation, or because they're just sitting there and you know they're sitting there with absolutely no experience at all, or a person who is just looking for a job? Shelby Countyans, now it is the chance and the opportunity to make the change by voting for Mayern Briggs Bernard for the criminal court clerk. Mayern Briggs Bernard has over 39 years of criminal court experience in administration, supervisory, management, and operations. She's a certified public administrator. She has supervised 6 departments in the criminal court clerk's office. She has supervised criminal court clerk's customer service units. She has been the liaison to 10 criminal court judges for over 20 years. She has worked closely and collaborated with county and government offices throughout her career. It is now time to make a change in the criminal court clerk's office. Vote for experience. Don't vote for someone who just needs a job. Paid for by the committee to elect Mayern Briggs Bernard, criminal court clerk Karen Jones, treasurer. And just when you thought it was saved, it is absolutely, positively not. Good evening to you. Hoping that your day today has been a simply marvelous day. That you're blessed in the Lord. You're highly favored in the Lord today. Hallelujah. I feel good on this evening. A little full. And went and ate me 3 pounds of crab legs and with some shrimps and things in it, and had me a big 24-ounce thing of beer. So the pastor is a little full on the inside, but I've worked all day long. I've been working. I didn't go back and get a chance to take my nap like I usually do when I get off of the morning show. But I came right in and started to working on some commercials, some political commercials. As you see, I'm making some monies with these political. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, y'all can't see me, y'all. Wait a minute. I be trying to push these buttons, and some of them, sometimes they be needing a little oil on the
Now let me push it over here. Sometimes these buttons be needing a little all on them. They can't see me on YouTube. Well, that's all right. They'll see me soon enough. Let's see. Let me. There. Can y'all see me now? Y'all see me in all of my splendor, my wonder, all of my sexiness now. I'm glad to be here, man. It's just great to still be alive. I was sitting at Houston's yesterday, and I was talking to a lifelong friend, young man by the name of Mansell H. Hands. And we're all from the old Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church, 114 Henry. We were all children together. And we were sitting there and we were talking about, in our group, he's 59, that most of the folk that we grew up with are going on. And he shocked me by telling me the death of a young lady that we grew up together with. She was one of the founding members of the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries. In fact, when I got the news 6 years ago of my mother passing, I was at her house. She was fixing me lunch. And that's evangelist Sheena Townsend. We knew her growing up as Sheena Morrell. Sheena was one of those red bones. Good hair. She was the prettiest girl in the Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church as we was growing up. I had a crush on her. But she went out for my friend Ron Atkins, who was the organ player, and his mama had got him one of them great big Cadillacs. So I missed out on that, but I deeply hate um, that she passed away. Uh, Man, that's tragic. It's tragic to hear people who you know have passed on, man. And God still allows you in all of his magnificence to stay here. You know, he allows you to stay here. And I just thank God for all of his blessings. School board member Stephanie Love had a stroke a couple of weeks ago, and from what I'm hearing, she's not able to speak, and she will have to go from the hospital to rehab. And I think about the factor that I had a stroke just about a month ago. Stayed in ICU for about 3 days. And I'm up, able to move about, got a reasonable portion of health and strength. And I'm just glad, man, to be alive. Okay? Why y'all giving Bonnie Mason any recognition? She was gone the moment she came on the page. Ignore her. I do. God's been good to me. You know, I don't have to ask anybody else about the goodness of God. There is an assignment that God has given me. And I can't die until the assignment is fulfilled. God gives us all an assignment. And we need to be thankful not to a denomination or to a pastor, to a bishop, but thankful to the awesomeness of God. My doctor told me in the hospital that the stroke that I had, where there was a clot on the back of, in a vessel in the back of my brain, that I could have and should have been paralyzed on the left side of my body. But God didn't see so to let that be. I could have been put in a position where I couldn't use my vocals. My voice could have been gone. I suffered from a drooping in my face for about 1 day. The doctor saw it, my wife and my daughters saw it, but I didn't see it. I never lost my right mind. I damn sure know who the president is, as many times as I had to answer that. But it goes back to the saying that many of us heard as children, that he's a doctor in a sick room. Satan tried to say yes, but God said, no, I got the final word on this. I've got a mission, I've got an assignment for him to do. And I share with you that no matter what your illness, no matter what your problem is, no matter what your difficulty is, no matter what your trial is, God is still good. And you are in pretty good shape for the shape that you are in. Don't let anything get you off of your foundation of knowing who God is and what God is. You ain't perfect, I ain't perfect. There is none perfect but him. When you even get close to perfection, you're gonna leave here. Because your being perfect cannot last in an imperfect world around imperfect people. But God is good tonight. Okay? God is good. And what's so good about him is that his mercy is everlasting. None of us are fit this evening to be here. But as the old saints used to say, but God. And I dare not preach to you tonight because I have something I want to talk to you about. We gotta let me talk to you for just a little while tonight. Oh, yeah, I see some of y'all and got into the but God. See, I have a testimony. And when your enemies think that God ain't got his hands on you, God will show them. That's my child. That's my boy. Yeah, he the cussing pastor, but that's my boy. Many folk would not hear about the name of Jesus and understand his awesomeness if it had not been the attraction to the cussing of the cussing pastor. And then they stay there long enough to listen and understand that there is a message that is going forth. And that the word says, I choose pastors after my own heart. I'm gonna leave it alone so I can get on into my show tonight. But everybody that know God is good, you all are gonna wave your hands wherever you are, lift your hands wherever you are, and affirm the fact that He's been good to you. And if we could hear the old saints, they would tell you that He's been better to me than I've been to my own self. I thought that I knew how to be good to myself, but God and His grace and His mercy has shown me that even in what I thought was being good to me, God was even better. Boy, I'm gonna leave that alone. And y'all let me leave this. Y'all let me leave this on long so I can go and get into this subject here. Huh? Yeah. I used to hear the old deacons on a Sunday morning down on their knees, talking to God, telling God, thank you, and that you've been better to me, God, than I've been to myself. Yeah. When I laid down last night, I don't know when I went to sleep, but when I woke up, I didn't find my sheets as my winding sheets. Y'all remember the old folks saying that? That the four corners of my room were not the four corners of my grave. Y'all remember the old folks saying that? Yeah. That I woke up with a reasonable portion of health and strength. Got some headaches and may have some heartaches, but I'm still here. When the rooster crowed and the alarm clock went off, my voice was not stilled in death, but God shook me and He rocked me and He bidded my golden moments to roll on just a little while longer. My bed wasn't my cooling board. The suit that I laid out to put on this morning, I was able to put it on myself, and the undertaker didn't have to do it. But y'all let me leave this alone now. I don't even know why I got here. I'm gonna leave this alone. Woo. Brother on here got hit by a train and he's still here. Some of you had cancer and you still here. You've been to 100 funerals this year and it wasn't yours. You still here. And what makes grace so amazing is that it could save a wretch like me. Got GPS systems. I was lost, but he found me. All these glasses on my face, blind, but now I see. And through many dangers, toils, and snares, I've already come. What brought you, preacher? Nothing but God's amazing grace. All right, I'm through. Because I'll get in one of the zones and I won't get into what my subject is for the night. But you just ought to tell him thank you wherever you are. Yeah. You need to praise him wherever you are right now. If you're broke as a joke, praise it. If you don't know where the next meal is coming from, praise him. If you're unemployed or underemployed, praise him. The food pantry is empty. Go ahead on and praise him anyway. You're feeling a little sick, high blood pressure, low blood pressure, all them other pressures. You go on and tell him thank you and praise him right now. All right, I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to get out of this zone because I want to talk to you about something that is very serious. Yeah. I'm going to leave you. I'm going to take a commercial. And then I'm gonna regroup and come on back and go into this show. I want to talk about this time out for deals. Good God, man. Let me redo myself and go from this mood to talk show mode. Will y'all let me do that? I'm gonna take a break. Another political announcement, and we'll be back.
For 202 years, Shelby County has been a place of creativity, courage, and community, even in the face of many challenges and crises. We are the home to kings and queens, and the place where Dr. King, the drum major of the civil rights movement, was slain for fighting for the rights of humanity. Through our challenges and crises, the citizens of Shelby County continue to strive to make the place we call home a fantastic place. Today, we continue to face challenges in our community with crime, in our schools with COVID, and our neighborhoods with blight. We've witnessed too many lives affected and families torn apart due to these daunting tragedies. This is why I'm running to become your next Shelby County Commissioner for District 12. I believe we have what it takes to face these issues head on and create solutions together to make the city and county we call home a viable place. Together, we will fight for housing and sustainable living, economic empowerment in our communities, and address juvenile and adult crime. On April 3rd, 1968, at Mason Temple, the night before Dr. King was assassinated, he used these words to challenge the Memphians. He says, "Don't allow it to stop in Memphis, but follow through." This election is important, and it requires each of us to follow through so that the next generation will still have a place to call home and thrive. You need a leader who believes in change, who will listen to your concerns, who will fight to make everyone stronger. Join us today in the mission to empower voices for change.
This is an urgent message for all of the citizens of Shelby County. Shelandra Y. Ford has done an excellent job as the Shelby County Register of Deeds, and that is why I am urging you to re-elect her for a second term. Her opponent has been turned out of his political office, and now he wants you to give him a job that he has absolutely no experience in. And why would you change when with Shelandra Y. Ford, you have accountability, you have attainability, and you have accessibility? Vote to re-elect Shelandra Y. Ford, Register of Deeds, and then tell her opponent, if you need a job, Burger King, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, all of them places, they hiring. Attorney Carlos Bibbs has practiced law for 24 years, and now he wants you to elect him judge of Circuit Court Division 2. As judge, he will represent the diversity our community needs. He's a firm believer in equity and equality under the law. Carlos Bibbs has the demeanor and the temperament suited for the position of judge. Carlos Bibbs is a family man and a strong believer in applying the law fairly to every citizen, no matter what the economic or the culture of that citizen may be. Vote Carlos Bibbs, Judge of Circuit Court Division 2. Paid for by the committee to elect Carlos Bibbs Judge. Ed Payton is the treasurer. Aren't you tired of voting for persons for public office just because of their name, their party affiliation, or because they're just sitting there and you know they're sitting there with absolutely no experience at all, or a person who is just looking for a job? Shelby Countyans, now it is the chance and the opportunity to make the change by voting for Mayern Briggs Bernard for the criminal court clerk. Mayern Briggs Bernard has over 39 years of criminal court experience in administration, supervisory, management, and operations. She's a certified public administrator. She has supervised 6 departments in the criminal court clerk's office. She has supervised criminal court clerk's customer service units. She has been the liaison to 10 criminal court judges for over 20 years. She has worked closely and collaborated with county and government offices throughout her career. It is now time to make a change in the criminal court clerk's office. Vote for experience. Don't vote for someone who just needs a job. Paid for by the committee to elect Mayern Briggs Bernard, criminal court clerk Karen Jones, treasurer.
Come
celebrate Thaddeus Matthews, a.k.a. the Cussin' Pastor. Grand 65th birthday celebration and concert. It's Friday, April 1st. And look who's coming to celebrate. In concert, L.J. Eccles.
Do you want me to get it from the back?
You'll see Terry
I
Wright,
done lost my good friend.
Mr. Sam,
She said your butt, rolling.
Bird Williams,
Yes, I do. Yes, sometimes, man.
Stacy Marino,
You got caught.
and introducing the sensational Red Velvet.
Well, wouldn't you like to know?
Plus, Memphis comedian Pound Cake, Thaddeus Matthews, the Cussin' Pastors, 65th birthday celebration and concert. Friday, April 1st at the Balinese Ballroom, 330 Main Street, downtown Memphis. An intimate setting for 300 people. Doors open at 7 p.m., showtime 8 p.m. All VIP tickets are sold out. Hurry and get your $40 tickets now. When $40 tickets are gone, it's $50 at the door. Tickets can be purchased at CussinPastor.com. Thaddeus Matthews' grand 65th birthday celebration and concert. Friday night, April 1st at the Balinese Ballroom. Be there!
And thank you so much. We're back. Let me get into the. And thank you so much. Excuse me. Let me cut this down. Let me get into the subject. And those of you that are coming to my birthday, the tickets are moving and there's only a few left. About 85, 90, 100, something like that. Go to CussingPastor.com and get your tickets. CussingPastor.com and purchase your tickets. $40 tickets. All of the tickets will be at the door when you make your arrival on Friday night, April the 1st. Something has happened in Memphis that I think is despicable in the criminal court system. I don't know whether we want to call it, well, yes we do. We want to call it racism. We want to call it perhaps white supremacy. We want to call it discrimination because that's exactly what it is. Former Shelby County Deputy Sheriff Brian Beck was accused of raping a 14-year-old multiple times from 2016 until 2018. Accused an authority figure. Rape, well, that's the charge, raped by an authority figure. 14-year-old girl, coerced, charged with aggravated assault and the rape charge. A deal was cut Amy says because this case was going to be hard to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. I don't understand that because the girl was 14 years old if she was raped. I don't understand that. But a deal was cut. They hired probably the best attorney in Shelby County, Mr. Ballard. The deal was cut that he would get 4 years, 3 years suspended, that he would not go to prison, he would not have to register as a sexual offender. All he had to do was stay away from the girl, do 150 hours of community service, can't carry a gun no more. My question becomes, if this had been me or you, could we have gotten off scot-free? Raping a 14-year-old, from my understanding, he was not on duty when he was doing it, but rape is rape in a uniform or in your pajamas. Rape is rape. I call it what it is. I call it racism. I call Amy Wyrick out tonight on the racism. The group, that was a group that came out against her, and her only answer was that this was politics. And they were making these remarks and statements that they were making there. They're calling for an audit of the DA's office. This is not the first time that Attorney General Amy Wyrick has been caught up in some mess, some shit. Was it the DA's office protecting this former law enforcement officer? Was it? Or was it just blatant discrimination? I don't know the individuals who are on this particular group that came out against her. And I'd like for them to contact me, and I'd love to hear their positioning on this. It did surprise me. It totally surprised me that Judge Lee Coffey accepted this. I'm totally surprised that I didn't see Judge Coffey, knowing the man, knowing what he's done in a lot of cases, I don't understand it. I don't understand why there is not a massive outcry against the DA's office. I don't know what color she is, brother, and it makes no difference what color the young lady is. I don't care about what color she is. There are many that are calling for, this is election year. Is this her third term she's trying to run for? The DA office, you run every 8 years. I think this would be her third term. But is there anybody in the race that can beat her? They're saying that Steve Mulroy is the best candidate, that the Democratic Party is putting all of their support behind him. I conversated with him very shortly by way of text message last night because I was asking for his campaign to spend campaign advertising dollars with me. I don't know whether the other young ladies that are in the race have a chance against the money power that is going to be behind Steve Mulroy. But this very act is despicable. I had a meeting with the Attorney General several months ago. Nothing came out of it. Nothing came out of it, you know. Yeah. Nothing came out of it. But what does the citizens of this community? I went to Amy Warwick with a program I had in mind called Reveal and Heal. Like I said, nothing ever happened. This police officer Beverly Willis, I don't get no money sending it to Facebook. All my money, if you want to send me something, goes to the Cash App, $ Naked Truth Ministries. Why hasn't the members why haven't the members ministers spoken out against it? I'm going to tell you why. There is already a coalition of black preachers that will be supporting Amy Wyrick. And as soon as the list come out, I'm going to call them all out. See, this thing cannot be about a black thing or a white thing. It's got to be about the right thing. And the right thing is that this man who is reported to have raped this 14-year-old, and it does not matter what color she is, over and over again, should be punished. You've got to go out and vote this season. You've got to go out. You've got to get leadership in this city that is going to call for a change. You've got to have county commissioners that will call out the county's DA and anybody else that is in leadership in the county. You can't vote anymore because of a name, a color, or a tradition. You've got to vote the facts. Not only that, what I see politicians who want us to give them continuous jobs because they can't find a job doing nothing. They've been turned out of one office. Willie Brooks. Willie Brooks, county commissioner, who now needs a job. You want to now be the register of deeds. What you know about the office? What do you know about the office? It is time for us to stop putting folk in office because they've been in office somewhere else. He was a county commissioner. He was a city councilman. This is Selena, why you worried about that? Let the bitch go head on. Okay? I'm giving you information. This election year, John Black, if you mention Bonnie Mason again, I'm going to block you. Anybody that mentions Bonnie Mason again, you're blocked. You're going to be blocked for my page. The very next person. I see all and I hear all. You giving a tramp publicity. Forget her. I want those of you that support me to follow my lead. My main page will be back up Monday. And I'm going to be careful not to cut y'all out so I can stay up at least through May 3rd. We must change the situation. If you are upset with Amy Wyrick, then what are you going to do about it? Are you prepared to vote? Are you prepared to vote? Are you registered to vote? Well, this act here is atrocious. Don't vote for the color. Don't vote for the name. We've got judges that are running for office. Judges cannot tell you what they're going to do. They can't tell you, I'm going to do this on crime or that on crime. I'm going to sentence them to 1,000,000 years. Excuse me. We're down the wrong pipe. Early voting starts on the 13th. And let me tell you politicians something. Because there's several individuals who using my name in vain. You politicians that are listening to me tonight, no one can tell you what I charge but me. Do you hear me? No one can cut you a deal with me but me. Hello, Lamps. Brent Thompson can't cut no deals for me. They can bring you to me. But my price is my price. If I tell you $5,000, that's what it is. If I tell you $3,500, that's what it is. If I tell you that as a judicial candidate and you're trying to get 6 months of advertising on one of the biggest platforms around that is $7,500, that's what it is. You let me decide if I'm going to cut a deal. Brent Thompson does not have the authority to speak for me. Now play your mama's voice before she speaks. Say, I've tried to be nice tonight. You pay the white man you're going to pay me. All these guys out here who are political pundits, and y'all paying them the $12, $13, $14,000, and don't want to pay me 4, 5, 6, or 7, and they don't even have a platform. You guys that are running for judges, you can't even be put on a ballot this year. But you can be on the Thaddeus Matthews show. Like these folk who are on here now. I get paid for what I do because I bring you an audience. I don't care what anybody else charges. I have my price. Contact me. Okay? So don't let nobody tell you, me and Thaddeus tight, I can get you a price for this. No. And there are no you told the note campaign prices. If you want to know anything, get it straight from the horse's mouth. Mine. I be the horse. I ain't Mr. Ed, but I'm Mr. Thaddeus. Let me also share with you, black folk do not get locked up into this Democratic bullshit. It's about who is the best candidate. Democrats ain't did shit for black folk. Democrats make you promises. And then all they want to give you is an EBT card. Section 8. They keep you in poverty. So I'll take Republican money as well as them. I ain't either. I'm not a Democrat. And I'm not a Republican. I'm a Thaddean. I stand on and I study the issues. Early voting starts April 13th. And I still hear you politicians talking about, I ain't got no money, I ain't raised no money yet. Well, when the hell you gonna raise some money? Don't think I'm going to feel sorry for your ass, because I ain't. I have no pity for you. You've been knowing the last year that you was going to run for office and you ain't got no money? When early voting starts, I'm going back to a midday show as well. Okay? The Democrats said we could have 40 acres and a mule. It was not a Democrat. It was a white Republican by the name of Thaddeus Stevens. And if all you want right now is 40 acres and a damn mule, you ain't wanting much. We must demand that these politicians do for us what we want done. You want to change in the DA's office. then you got to vote. You got to tell your folks to vote. Yep, you got to carpool like you do when you go to the casino. Go to the polls and vote. I'm waiting on my reparations. White folks just gave you your reparations. You ain't gonna get no more than them stimulus checks that y'all got. Because here we are, a country ready to send billions over yonder to the Russians and to the Ukrainians for something that ain't our business. Let them blow the fuck up each other up. It's they what we gotta feed them. When all the people that we got in this nation that are hungry. See, Nick, get off my page with that shit. Y'all still sitting around waiting on some reparations? That ain't happening. They gave you some extra food stamps. You didn't have to pay your light bills and your rent for, some of y'all didn't pay for a year. You got extra money every month. They ain't finna give you nothing else. They ain't finna give you nothing else. They are not about to give you nothing else. Some of y'all ain't got your tax check from last year. Ain't gonna get down this year. They strung you on the PP, whatever it is, PPP program. Now they gonna lock your ass over. Had a company reach out to me today that has some pills that go in your gas tank that extend the gas in your tank. I said, send me a sample. I'll market it if it works in mine. I ain't been to the gas station. I know when I go to fill my truck up, it's going to take $100, but guess what? I'm going to put the $100 in there. Because what you going to do? I had some fool text me, I'm going to quit my job because I ain't got enough gas to be going to work. Fool, you better be grateful you got a job. Cut out going to the bar. Cut out going to the club. Cut out getting weave and all that mess that you don't really need. All right, what time is it? 8:09. I'm going to take a commercial break. Pause for the calls. Then I'll open up the phone line for sensible conversation. If the conversation don't start off sensible in the first 3 words, then you gone. I don't know what the average price of gas is going to cost. I'm going to buy some gas. Okay. I'm going to buy some gas. All right. Let's take care of a little business. I'm gonna buy some gators. And let's take care of a little business. I'm gonna buy some gators.
We've all heard about sea moss and what it can do to rejuvenate one's body. It contains 92 minerals. It supports a healthy heart, good digestion. It also helps maintain a healthy weight, and there are so many more uses for sea moss. Now, you can order online from Envision Sea Moss. That's right, Envision Sea Moss. Or you probably thought that sea moss only comes in that one bland flavor. Well, Envision has it in natural strawberry, mango, pineapple, elderberry, honey cinnamon, and so many more flavors. Go right now to the website, EnvisionSeaMoss.com. Envision Sea Moss ships around the world. Have a more healthier you right now. Go to EnvisionSeaMoss.com. 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 When you are planning your wedding or special event, there are three things that you look for, and that's elegance, space for your guests, and cost. And you find all three at the Balinese Ballroom in downtown Memphis in the Pinch District. At the Balinese Ballroom, you can rent the upstairs ballroom or the downstairs ballroom or both. And talking about elegance, white painted walls, draped ceilings, gold chandeliers with crystals, wooden floors, and a separate room with a large wooden bar. And you don't have to worry about the safety of your guests. Security is provided, and there is plenty of ample parking. All of this for an affordable price. So for your wedding or your next event, you want the Balinese Ballroom. Call 901-522-1144. That's 901-522-1144. Call and make an appointment or visit Farris Media and Marketing, owned by entrepreneurs D. Farris, brings to you the finest in final tribute and obituary programs. Dee is known as the obituary queen, and she brings to you the finest in colored printed celebration of life programs with pictures of your loved one and you in whatever design that you can imagine that you will cherish forever. Dee also owns Alpha Omega Monuments and can provide for your family all types of headstones, flat, stand-up, double headstones, even headstones with your loved one's picture. Whatever your printing need, Farris Media and Marketing can provide it for you. Give her a call at 901-921-0110. Even if you need business cards, logos, or contracts, 901-921-0110. This is an urgent message for all of the citizens of Shelby County. Shelandra Y. Ford has done an excellent job as the Shelby County Register of Deeds, and that is why I am urging you to re-elect her for a second term. Her opponent has been turned out of his political office, and now he wants you to give him a job that he has absolutely no experience in. And why would you change when with Shelandra Y. Ford, you have accountability, you have attainability, and you have accessibility? Vote to re-elect Shelandra Y. Ford, Register of Deeds. And then tell her opponent, if you need a job, Burger King, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, all of them places, they hiring. It's official. Judge Felicia Corbin Johnson will seek re-election to the Shelby County Circuit Court Division 1 on August 4, 2022. Judge Corbin Johnson wants you to know she has worked hard to serve the legal community and litigants and administer justice in a fair, impartial, and compassionate manner. She is honored to serve as a member of the judiciary on the Shelby County Circuit Court and preside over cases of great importance and consequence. She is duly qualified, well-versed in the law, steady, and has the qualities and ideas that you want in a judge. Judge Corbin Johnson sincerely appreciates and thanks the legal profession, clergy, business, and civic organizations, government officials, and the entire Shelby County community for the support and confidence you have placed in her these 7 years. And she respectfully asks that you continue to have confidence in her as she moves forward to re-election in 2022. Please help re-elect Judge Corbin Johnson, Shelby County Court, Division 1. Paid for by the committee to...
For 202 years, Shelby County has been a place of creativity, courage, and community, even in the face of many challenges and crises. We are the home to kings and queens, and the place where Dr. King, the drum major of the civil rights movement, was slain for fighting for the rights of humanity. Through our challenges and crises, the citizens of Shelby County continue to strive to make the place we call home a fantastic place. Today, we continue to face challenges in our community with crime, in our schools with COVID, and our neighborhoods with blight. We've witnessed too many lives affected and families torn apart due to these daunting tragedies. This is why I'm running to become your next Shelby County Commissioner for District 12. I believe we have what it takes to face these issues head on and create solutions together to make the city and county we call home a viable place. Together, we will fight for housing and sustainable living, economic empowerment in our communities, and address juvenile and adult crime. On April 3rd, 1968, at Mason Temple, the night before Dr. King was assassinated, he used these words to challenge the Memphians. He says, "Don't allow it to stop in Memphis, but follow through." This election is important, and it requires each of us to follow through so that the next generation will still have a place to call home and thrive. You need a leader who believes in change, who will listen to your concerns, who will fight to make everyone stronger. Join us today in the mission to empower voices for change.
All right, we are back. Phone lines are now open if you want to speak on this. The District Attorney General's office, we mentioned a little bit about gas. I'm gonna fill my tank up tomorrow. I don't go that many places anymore. Thank God I do my commercials here at the house. I get my monies here at the house. Cash App is a great thing. Praise God. And I don't even know how much the gas is, man. I pull up to the tank. I gotta have it. I ain't got no horse. You know. If I had a horse, I ride the horse, but I ain't got no horse. So, it is what it is. All right. The number is 901-231-9239. That's the number. I pulled up the other day. Last time I put some gas in there.
Power on.
I just pulled up to the tank,
Successful.
stuck the card in there, and I wasn't meaning to do it But hell, I filled it up. And that day it was over $80. So it's went up since then. You know. But what we gonna do? I mean, what you gonna do? You gonna sit at home? You gonna give up your job? Y'all gonna stop going to the club now? Or y'all gonna call, what you call that thing? When all y'all get in the car together? Carpool. Y'all gonna carpool? Is that what you're gonna do? Those of you that drive them big trucks, boy, I bet y'all having a hard time. All right, you want to talk about it? 901-231-9239. Mel, if you listen to me, I see you on the page. Bring me a large Coke from over your mama's house. I don't want you to stop it nowhere. Bring me a large Coca-Cola from over there. Yeah. So, what are we going to do? What are you going to do? Somebody said some people have to quit their jobs. They won't be able to afford to commute. But if you get paid on Friday, fill your tank up, don't go to the club. Come on. Just stay at home. Somebody said catch the bus. Y'all do know that they're gonna take the little price of the gas, your little bus fare gonna go up, don't you? But to fill my truck up is about $100. The Uber people gonna go up because gas going up. The Uber and what's the name of other people like or what that. You know, them people's prices gonna go up. So we're basically talking about voting, we're talking about gas and things of that nature. Call me. I'd like to hear your views tonight. 901-231-9239. 901-231-9239. I don't know why. I guess if they pull from the reserves, you won't have no more reserves. I don't know. Everything is going up. I was looking on Facebook here. Somebody was talking about they bought 2 big Lotta burgers at a place, best hamburgers in town. Lotta Burger, black owned. I was reading, and they used to be advertisers of mine. Said 2 hamburgers cost $28. I said, well, damn it. And they got good hamburgers, too. But 2 hamburgers was $28. Damn. Yeah, that's where it was, Jackie. Lotta Burger on 3rd Street. $28 for 2 hamburgers. But they do have a lot of meat on it. That ain't no French fries. I don't know whether you get any lettuce or tomatoes. Everything is going up. So you got to get your hustle on. All right. What's your view on what we're talking about? Excuse me. (901) 231 9239. Somebody said Church's Chicken on 3rd is a homeless shelter. Huh? Some of y'all gonna start cooking at the house, aren't you? Me and my wife went out to eat this evening. And I got 3 pounds of crab legs, and she got some pasta and stuff. $142.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Go ahead.
Hey.
Go ahead.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I just was gonna say, they trying to push the agenda so people can get their electric cars and use their spaceships and all that stuff they trying to do.
Who are you talking about, baby? I'm sorry, I didn't understand
I'm
you.
talking about, you said why the gas prices are so high. I said because they trying to push the agenda for the electric cars and the spaceships and stuff that they trying to fly in cars.
The
and stuff they trying to
spaceships.
come out with.
Wait a minute, baby.
It's just the agenda. That's all I want to do.
Wait a minute.
To tell you that God bless you.
Wait a minute. The spaceships.
Yeah, they got them flying cars, and all that stuff trying to come out. Elon Musk, you ain't heard about the flying cars and Apple and all that stuff. They trying to put the flying cars out in California.
I want me one of them spaceships though. I want to be like the Jetsons.
Well, they coming.
Yeah, I want to be like the Jetsons. I want me one of them spaceships.
And all that stuff gonna be electric.
Yeah, the spaceship gonna be electric too?
All that stuff. Even out here in California, they got this train that you can ride on. It's like a BART train or a subway or whatever. It's supposed to take you from 5 hours away in 30 minutes. Like from LA to San Francisco, you could get there in 30 minutes instead of 5 hours. Okay. It's faster than the airplane. Look it up online. You'll see it. But anyway, God bless you. I love you. You got a good show.
Thank you, man.
Keep doing your thing. Cuss the motherfuckers out. Because he is the cussing preacher.
Yeah, I am.
Damn it.
But I want me one of them damn spaceships. That shit.
Huh?
I'm bye, baby. Yeah, but I do want me one of them spaceships. I do want to be like the Jetsons. You younger folk don't even remember the Jetsons, huh? But yeah, I want me one of them. I want me one of them. The lady said, but they gonna run off of electricity. But I'll find a plug to put my wait a minute. What was that? What is that? I don't want this shit here keeps That'll be cool though. One of them spaceships. We can all get around. Have y'all ever thought about that? You ever thought about getting you a spaceship? What's this thing doing? In the YouTube room.
Meet George Jetson. His boy Elroy. Daughter Judy. Jane, his wife.
Okay, that was back down memory lane.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Go ahead.
I see you on that George Jetson. I was calling you back. My phone started going crazy when I was talking to you.
Well, you didn't have to call me back.
Oh, well, I had to because, out of respect. I was giving you respect and my respect, too.
Okay.
But anyway, I don't want to get cussed out by you, so God bless you. And keep doing your thing.
God bless you, too. All right. Yeah, it's, the spaceship might be a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, that might be a good idea. It's finna get, baby, it's gonna get worse before it get better. Yeah, I mean, back in, y'all won't go back to look into the cartoons. What was they gonna have? Would they have drive-by windows then that you could get your Burger King? It's gonna be It's gonna be $100 a burger. But shit, niggas be trying to shoot you out the goddamn ass. I don't know about the damn. The more I think about the damn spaceship the lady was talking about. Yeah, they will have spaceship jackets. Can't even fly your spaceship. Whew. Yeah. Carjacking your spaceship. Yeah. Nigga found a way to destroy anything. I don't give a fuck. Niggas would find a reason to be able to blow up your spaceship. Come up to you with a ray gun. Get out of that. Get out of the spaceship. I ain't got no parachute. I'm gonna fall. Well, you just gonna be a falling motherfucker. Oh yeah, niggas be shooting you out there. I don't know. You better wait till this group of Negroes die before y'all come out with the spaceship. Yeah. Somebody says women be keying up your spaceship, scratching up your spaceship. Whew. Shit. If it can be fucked up, a nigga will come up with an idea. Now, I don't give a damn. He gonna come up with an idea. But most of us ain't gonna live to see that no way, so, Phony drive outs on your spaceship. Ooh. Ooh. See, automatic weapons be out. And, yeah, they're going to have phony drive-out tags. You told to know spaceship lots. Ooh. Yeah. Like I said, there's already enough niggas on the ground. Imagine too many niggas in there. Yeah, bro. Shit. Whew. Think about we ain't gonna live to see it now. Cars getting repoed in there. Shit. Damn. Yeah. But this gas is going to be rough on a whole lot of folk. Whole lot of folk. Y'all better do like the Flintstones and get you one of their kind of cars.
Flintstones, they're the Monsoon's family. From the town of Bedrock, they're a place right out of history. Let's ride with the family down the street, through the courtesy of Fred and Pete. When you're with the Flintstones, have a yabba dabba tea time, a dabba do time, we'll have a gay old time.
Okay. Yeah, y'all want to get you one of them calls.
Richard, to accept, press 1.
Go ahead.
You still getting money from that Bible?
Do what?
I said, you still getting money from that Bible?
You sound like somebody I don't even want to talk to. You sound like a real dumb bitch, and I'm trying not to talk to dumb bitches tonight. This is Wednesday. I don't talk to dumb bitches on Wednesday.
Oh, my goodness.
What's up, Iris?
How you doing, Pastor?
I'm holding on, baby, holding on.
Keep on doing it. I need you. I just wanted to comment on that spaceship thing. With that space, it's not like they want us to be flying spaceships here on Earth. You know, they building space stations. The thing is, rich people know stuff that we don't know because we don't take things seriously as black folks. You know that. You know, we don't take nothing seriously. We think life's just a game. You know, we can just play. But really, we're using up all the resources on the planet Earth.
So
You know what I'm saying?
all
And
right,
destroying it little by
Iris, where
little.
we going?
White people are aware of this, and they preparing for life on another planet. So we ain't gonna have nothing flying around here. We gonna be left here for this sucker to burn up. Everybody that ain't getting no money.
So we gonna have to go to another planet?
Yes, that's why they building space stations, and all the rich people traveling to space. They building whole space stations so they can sustain life in outer space. Because all the resources on the planet Earth are being destroyed
But
little by little.
But look, Iris, you know a nigga gonna build him a rocket now.
A nigga gonna build him a jack-leg rocket. His ass gonna break down halfway and fall in the middle of the sea. His ass is not gonna make it. Niggas is smart, but they don't use their brain no more. You know, we were some of the smartest people that came about. A Negro is the father and mother of invention. But we don't use our brains no more. They did that when they took voc tech out of school. They stopped making black people think because we're builders by nature.
But
So now they don't know what to do with all that energy.
But a nigga gonna build a rocket.
Niggas gonna build a rocket, but he ain't gonna be in the went to school. You can't even get some of these niggas to pronounce the word street. Street. They talk in text. Nah, they can't spell, they can't read. So they ass ain't putting their hands on nothing. And I see more men riding around 2 miles down the street on a flat tire because can't none of these damn men change the tire. They can't do nothing.
I call Jody Chambers when I got a flat.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that can't change the tire. We didn't grow up like that.
I don't even know what I got.
You know, you different. I ain't think about you. You gonna always make enough money to have somebody do something for you.
Shit. I got a flat. I called Jody Chambers, who has Jody Chambers Tire Repair, and Jody gonna come fix my shit.
Even as a girl, when I got my first car, my dad bought me a 5-speed. First, I had to learn how to drive a stick in order to drive. But before he put me behind the wheel, I had to learn how to change the tire and the oil. Because girls need to do more than just drive a car.
Yeah.
That's what he taught us.
Well, I'm smart. I was changing tires.
I broke up with a whole man because he didn't own a toolbox. I thought my toolbox was keeping his. I thought he couldn't do nothing for me. He didn't even own a toolbox. I was like, what am I gonna do with a man can't own? Ain't got no tools.
You know, back in the day, Iris, men used to keep a toolbox in the truck. In the trunk of the car.
Mm-hmm.
I had some tools. I didn't know what to do with them motherfuckers,
But I remember you back in the day. You always had somebody with you too.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. You always had somebody with you.
Changed my shit.
In every tow truck, in every whatever it was always somebody with you. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, but that's what that's about. They know we're using up all the resources on this planet. The ozone layer, the weather changing, how the weather is. They trying to make food, you know, the planet just drying up. We having shortages and stuff. They can't keep up. We're using up the resources. So they planning for life. You know, they plan ahead. So they planning to sustain life out of space. You have to read about it. They talk about it. It sounds like a fantasy, but I believe everything they say.
And you know what? I believe that there's life on other planets.
I do too. I do too. I agree with you on that. I just refuse to believe that all these planets in the atmosphere, and we're just the only one that's got life on it. That don't even make sense. That don't even make good logical sense.
This is the only place with all the planets. God didn't put nobody here but on Earth. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah.
They ain't gonna put me in that trick bag. They gonna mess up somebody. One of them crazy people gonna set out that nuclear bomb, and this Earth gonna be right there, no good to live on for none of us. And all the rich people going out of space.
See, some of these folks don't believe there's life on other planets. I believe that there.
You and me both. I was gonna give me one of them. You know them train rail cars. They sell them. I've been looking at price on one cause I could put one under the ground in my backyard so we can have somewhere to go. Cause they not gonna let us in the fallout shelters and everything when that stuff happens. They not gonna let us in. They gonna take all the people that's smart, doctors and people that's gonna be able to rebuild. They not gonna put no regular nigga in there. You just gonna be out like one of them movies, the old Nats from Thunderdome, living in the subway channels. All that stuff. I just know it's gonna happen. I hope it happen after we gone though.
Well, I don't know, but
But yeah, that's
a
what
nigga
I
gonna make him a spaceship.
But look at the things that's happening to the planet with the water, with the atmosphere and all of that, and you'll see that we're using up all the resources, the amount of people. That's why they're talking about population control, too many people on the earth, and we're using up all the resources. So they know they can't control the population, so they're trying to get viable life outside of the planet, on another planet, out of space. Yeah.
All right. You know I love you, baby.
All right. I love you more.
How my
I'll see you
girls?
later. All right, bye-bye.
How the girls? Oh, she gone. I've known that child since she was in diapers. But I believe that there's life on other planets. Just like you Negroes don't believe in dinosaurs. The Bible talks about the dinosaurs and stuff. One of these days, I'm going to give you a Bible lesson on there was even fire-breathing dragons. The Bible speaks of fire-breathing dragons. All right, what time is it? Ooh, almost time for me to go. Yeah. The Bible speaks about giants. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, okay. Yeah. Some of y'all have never read. Thank you for giving me time. 8:48. I'm getting ready to go. Sucking on his eyes. Lord, here's back from Turkey. It's gonna be done. I just know it.
To accept, press 1. To send a voice...
Go ahead, Texas.
How old are you, Pastor?
Huh?
How old are you?
Why? Why? Why, goddammit? Why you want to know how old I am?
Why are you having a party?
Ma'am, why you want to know how old I am?
Why are you having a party?
See, you know, I have not heavily cussed tonight. But that was a dumb bitch. I'm having a party because, bitch, I want one. Bitch, I can afford one. I told you it was going to be a dumb call. Why you having a party? Why your mama fucking had you? Damn. Ooh. Lord have mercy. Yeah, but the more these prices go up, some of you are going to have to change your way of traveling. The lady that gave us the spaceship, but
step into a new day, determined, committed, willing to take on whatever's asked of you. That
some of y'all gonna have to get y'all a horse. Some of y'all gonna have to get your horse. Yeah, it's coming back to that day, y'all. You just said the end of it though. Hi-yo, Siva. All right. Yeah. If you got a horse, ride it. If you got a mule, ride him. I'm going to just stick on to that Dodge Ram. I'm going to feed it some gas and keep on riding. Somebody said I'm going back to my childhood. My wife probably don't know nothing about the Lone Ranger. Glosson, Texas, I'm not going to talk to you. Yeah. You bring me a Coca-Cola? I know your mama had one in her secret hideaway. Yeah. All right. So, if gas gets to be, and I'm getting ready to get out of here. I don't know what's in my throat. Ooh, excuse me. If gas gets to be $10 a gallon, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Somebody said, what's that meat? Was $56 a dozen, a pack or something. I forgot what I saw it on the page. A lot of y'all don't eat no chitlins. Y'all ain't gonna be able to eat no steaks, so you better go get you some chitlins. Learn how to eat you some chitlins. You better put some chickens in your backyard. Oxtails. Thank you, Ms. Dr. Johnson. You need a work from home job? Let me give it to you. 2 chicks with a side hustle. Okay? They help you find legitimate income, legitimate work from the home. They got all types of gigs and side hustles. All you need is a laptop or computer, and you can make a full-time income. This is for people all over the nation. 901-401-3862. That's 901-401-3862. Okay? Also, let me remind you about Serenity Funeral Home and Crematory. If you get to the place that you can't afford no funeral with all the flowers and all that, they got a crematory. Okay? They got a crematory. Put you in the oven. Okay? Turn it up to about 800 degrees. And you hear the bones popping. It's just crackling. I've been to some crematories and saw some people, you know, they roll you in there. And you just, you know, if that's what you can afford, if that's all you can afford, then do that. But at Serenity Funeral Home and Crematory Services, they're going to take care of you. And look, at the time of death, you need service, professionalism, and cost. And that's what you're going to get from Serenity Funeral Home and Crematory of North Mississippi. They treat everybody with respect. They've got pre-needs. Go in there and plan your funeral. Go down to the funeral home and say, I like that casket right there. Climb over in it. Climb over in the casket. See how it's going to fit you. If the pillow in the casket is real soft, okay? They service families in the Holly Springs, Mississippi area, New Albany, Pontotoc, Oxford, and Waller Valley areas. So, when death comes in your family, take the burden of the funeral arrangement off of you and place it on the backs and the shoulders of Serenity Funeral Home and Crematory Services. You can give them a call at 662 252 6061. Why not go pick your own funeral out, your own casket out? You might not like the color of the casket that your people pick out. So pick out your own casket. They may get you a dull gray and you want blue. You might want your picture on the casket. You know, they put names on the caskets now. You might want a full couch instead of a half couch. Go pick your stuff out. Okay? Get in there, lay down, see how the pillow feels. You're going to be laying there a long time. My throat messing up on me. I'm going to get out of here. Ain't nothing wrong with you trying out your casket. It's going to be yours.
You gonna try yours out?
Huh?
You gonna try yours out?
I've laid in a casket before. You know, I was an undertaker. I've laid in a casket before. Make sure that the casket is... Oh no, what's wrong with me, baby? Make sure it's wide enough. Casket is 32 inches. A standard casket is 32 inches on the inside. You might have big, broad shoulders. So you might need an oversized casket. Okay. Do they make caskets with air conditioning? You can get anything made in the casket or needle that you want in there. You probably get hot down there under that ground, down under all that dirt. Shirley says some things you have to leave to the imagination. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go. I've enjoyed this evening. Thank you so very much. My main Facebook page will be back up a month. So y'all join me. Yeah, you're right. All it takes is some good life insurance. And you can have anything you want. You're going in the concrete vault. Okay. That's nice, bro. You gotta buy the casket too. Okay. Have you enjoyed me this evening as much as I've enjoyed you? Well, I'm gonna go turn me on some not cartoons. Some what? So what? Blue Bloods. Yeah, it gets dark. You might want a lamp on your casket. So if it get too dark for you while you're down there, just hit a switch and light up the hole. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for being with me. We'll do this again tomorrow evening. Until that time, arrivederci, hashawasha, and whatever them other things is. Okay, y'all have a good night. Okay.